till the last video we have done till exercise 3.3, question number 3 and some parts we have done. So today we will be starting from the next part of question number 3, that is the fourth part of question number 3. And after that, after completing this exercise, we will next move towards the new method to solve the linear equation, that is called elimination method, and that is the simplest method. So first let's start the exercise 3.3 and then afterwards we will do elimination method. So now the fourth part of the question is, the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with a charge for the distance covered. Okay, there is a city in which the taxi charge, some charge is fixed and the extra charge which you have to pay is for the distance traveled, for per kilometer of the distance you can say. Now for a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is 155. And we have to find what are fixed charges and what are charge per kilometer. See, suppose there is a taxi in your city, some charge is fixed which you have to pay as soon as you sit in the taxi. Suppose the fixed charge in your city is rupees 50 and the taxi driver is charging you for rupees 10 per kilometer. Okay, the 50 rupees is the fixed charge. This you have to pay as soon as you sit on the taxi, whether you travel. So this 50 rupees is the fixed charge which you have to pay as soon as you sit on the taxi, and this rupees 10 per kilometer you have to pay extra for whatever the distance you are traveling. Suppose you have traveled for 2 kilometers. Okay, so now the total charge which you will have to pay is rupees 50, that is the fixed charge, and the charge per kilometer was 10 rupees. So for traveling 2 kilometers, this 10 will be multiplied by 2, that is 50 plus 20. So you will have to pay rupees 70. So this question is based on this form. Some charge is fixed and some charge you have to pay for the distance you travel. So here we have to find the fixed charge and also we have to find the charges per kilometer. So we will assume the fixed charge as x and the charge per kilometer be y. So now if someone travels a distance of 10 kilometer, okay, if someone travels a distance of 10 kilometer, so the fixed charge that will remain as it is only, and the charge per kilometer will be multiplied by the distance like this. And after doing all this, someone has to pay rupees 105. So like this we will form the equations in this question. Assume let the fixed charge be x or rupees x you can say, and the charge per kilometer be y or rupees y you can say. So we have assumed the fixed charge as x and the charge which we have to pay for per kilometer of the distance is rupees y. Now for a distance of 10 kilometer, charge paid is rupees 105. So how will form the equation? Fixed charge is x, that will be written as it is, plus per kilometer we have to pay rupees y. So this 10 will be multiplied by y is equals to 105. That is x plus 10y is equals to 105, and this will be named as first equation. So now for a distance of 15 kilometer, for a distance of 15 kilometer, charge paid is rupees 155. Now the fixed charge will be written as it is only. This charge per kilometer, that is y, will be multiplied by the distance, that is 15 into y is equals to 105. So it will give us x plus 15y is equals to 155. X plus 15y is equals to 155. So we got both the equations. Now we will solve these equations by substitution method. solving the equation by substitution method. We will solve the equations using substitution method and we will find out the value of x and y here. Now again from equation 1 we will take out the value of x. From equation 1 what we have is x plus 10y is equals to 105. Now we will take this plus 10y to RHS, so it will become minus 10y, that is 105 minus 10y, and it will be named as equation A. Now we will put this value in equation 2. Putting this value in equation 2. So what is the equation? X plus 15y is equals to 155. In place of x, we will write 105 minus 10y plus 15y is equals to 155. Now this number we will take to RHS. It will become minus 10y plus 15y is equals to 155 minus 105. So 15 minus 10 is 5y is equals to 155 minus 105 is 50. Now we will take this 5 to RHS. So it will be y is equals to 50 upon 5, that is equals to 10. It means the charges per kilometer someone has to pay is rupees 10. Now we will find out the value of x also by putting this value in equation A. Putting this value in equation A. So what we get, x is equals to 105 minus 10 into y, that is 10 into 10. So 105 minus 100, so the value of x is 5. It means the charge, fixed charge is rupees 5 and the charge per kilometer we will give is rupees 10. Therefore, fixed charge is rupees 5 and charge per kilometer is rupees 10. So the answer of first part we have got. Now the second part is how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? Now we have to find the charge someone will pay for traveling a distance of 25 km. So for 25 km, first of all we will make the equation. The fixed charge will be written as it is and this 25 will be multiplied by the charge fixed. Now putting the value of x and y here, the value of x is 5 plus 25 into the value of y is 10, that is 5 plus 250, so that is rupees 255. So the person has to pay rupees 255 and this is the answer of second part. See, what was the given question? There is a taxi in the city which has fixed charge and also the charge per kilometer for a distance of 10 kilometers. So fixed charge will be written as it is, that is x plus, now because the person is traveling a distance of 10 kilometers, so we will multiply the charge per kilometer by the distance, that is 10, and the total charge he has paid is 105, so is equals to 105. Now in second, for a distance of 15 kilometers, so this again the fixed charge will be written as it is plus, now the charge per kilometer will be multiplied by 15, the total charge paid is rupees 155. Now we will again solve these equations by using substitution method. So we get the value of x as 5 and y as 10. It means the fixed charge is rupees 5 and the charge per kilometer is rupees 10. Now we have to find that how much a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km. So for 25 km, the equation will be x plus 25y. We will put the values of x and y here. So the total charge he has to pay is rupees 255. So now this part we have completed. So now the fifth part of the same question. Fifth part is a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6, and we have to find the fraction. So two things are here. First is numerator and second is denominator. So we will assume one as x and one as y. So let the numerator of the fraction be x and the denominator be y. So the fraction will be numerator upon denominator, that is x upon y. So this is our given fraction. Now it is said that if we add 2 to both the numerator and denominator, so this fraction will be equals to 9 upon 11. So we make the equation. When we add 2 to numerator and denominator, so it will be x plus 2 upon y plus 2 is equals to 9 by 11. Now we have to make the equation also. So we will do cross multiplication here. This 11 will be multiplied by x plus 2 and this 9 will be multiplied by y plus 2. So 11 into x is 11x plus 11 into 2 is 22 is equals to 9 into y is 9y plus 9 into 2 is 18. So we will bring this 9y to LHS, it will become minus 9y, and we will take this 22 to RHS, so it will be 18 minus 22. So the first equation is 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4, and this will be named as equation 1. Now next, moving towards the second equation, what is said next? If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, now instead of 2, if we add 3 to both numerator and denominator, so the fraction will be 5 by 6. So when we add 3 to numerator and denominator, so it will be x plus 3 divided by y plus 3 is equals to 5 upon 6. Now again we have to make equation here, so we will do cross multiplication. This 6 will be multiplied by x plus 3 and this 5 will be multiplied by y plus 3. Now we will multiply these numbers inside the bracket. So 6 into x is 6x plus 6 into 3 is 18 is equals to 5 into y is 5y plus 5 into 3 is 15. So now we will bring this 5y to LHS, so it will become minus 5y is equals to, again we will take this 18 to RHS, so this plus 18 will be minus 18, that is 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. This will be the second equation. Now again we will solve the equations and we will find out the value of x and y. So solving the equations by substitution method. Now we will apply the substitution method here to find out the value of x and y. So now these are the two equations which we have to solve. I have written the equation like this. From equation 1, we have 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. This will be 11x is equals to minus 4. This minus will become plus 9y. Now we will take this 11 to the denominator, that is x is equals to minus 4 plus 9y divided by 11. So now we will put this value of x in equation 2. So putting this value in equation 2, what we have equation 2, 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. So in place of write this minus 4 plus 9y upon 11 minus 5y is equals to minus 3. See, now these numbers are not getting cancelled. So what we will do, we will multiply this 6 inside the bracket and it will be multiplied by the numerator. So 6 into 4 is 24 plus 6 into 9 is 54y divided by 11 minus 5y is equals to minus 3. So now nothing is written in the denominator here. So what we will do, we will take LCM. We get minus 24 plus 54y divided by 11 minus 5y, because nothing is there in the denominator, so we will write 1 is equals to minus 3. Now we will take LCM of 11 and 1. So what is the LCM of 11 and 1? Is 11 only. Now as the denominator is same, so the numerator will be written as it is, that is minus 24 plus 54y minus 1 into 11 is 11, so 11 into 5 is 55y is equals to minus 3. So now this 11 again, I cross. So minus 24 plus 54 minus 55 will be minus 5 is equals to 11 into minus 3 will be minus 33. Now next what we will do, we will take this number to RHS. So this plus 24y, this minus 24 will become plus 24, that is minus 5 is equals to minus 33 plus 24 will be equals to 9. So minus and minus will be cancelled. Therefore the value of y is 9. Now we got the value of 9. We will put this value of y in equation A and we will take out the value of x. Putting this value in equation A, so x is equals to minus 4 plus 9 into 9 by 11, that is minus 4 plus 81 by 11, that is 77 by 11, and the value of x is 7. So therefore the fraction will be what we have assumed the fraction is x upon y. Now the value of x is 7 and value of y is 9. Therefore the fraction is 7 by 9. Whenever you are given the questions in the form of fraction, so we assume the numerator as x, we assume the denominator as y. Now as we know that fraction is equals to numerator by denominator, so that will be x by y. Now you have to make the equations, you have to solve those equations by using substitution method and you will get the value of x and y, and at last we will write this x and y in the form of fraction only. The next part is 5 years hence. 5 years hence means after 5 years. After 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son, and 5 years ago his age was 7 times that of his son, and we have to find their present ages. Again 2 people are there, one is Jacob and one is his son. So whatever the unknown values we have, so we assume it as x and y. So first of all we will assume the age of Jacob be x and the age of his son be y. The first one is this only. Let the age of Jacob is equals to x, or you can say x years, and age of his son be y years. Now we will make the equation, but before making the equation we have to find their ages 5 years ago and after 5 years. So 5 years hence age of Jacob will be, see what is the present age of Jacob is x, so after 5 years his age will be x plus 5. Okay, whenever, if suppose someone is 10 years old right now and if we are asked that what will be his age after 5 years, so what we will do, we will add 5 years to his present age, that is 15 years. Similarly we are doing here also. The present age we have assumed as x, So after 5 years his age will be x plus 5 and age of his son will be, the present age is y, so after 5 years it will be y plus 5. Now it is said that 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times of the age of his son. 3 times means we have to multiply the age of his son by 3. So the age of Jacob is x plus 5 is equals to 3 into y plus 5. Now we will multiply this 3 inside the bracket. So x plus 5 is equals to 3 into y is 3y plus 3 into 5 is 15. Now what we will do? We will take this variable to LHS and this number to the RHS. So it will be x minus 3y is equals to 15 minus 5, that is x minus 3y is equals to 10, and this will be named as equation 1. So now we have made the equation 1. Next we are moving towards the equation 2, that is 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, age of Jacob, 5 years ago means before 5 years. आज से 5 साल पहले. So the present age of Jacob is x. So before 5 years his age was x minus 5. Whenever we have to write someone's age after some years, so we add that year. And whenever we have to write someone's age before some years, so we subtract that year. And age of his son will be, the present age is y, so before 5 years it will be y minus 5. Now what is said, 5 years ago Jacob's age is 7 times the age of his son. So 5 years ago the age of Jacob is x minus 5 is equals to 7 times of y minus 5. That is x minus 5 is equals to 7 into y is 7y minus 7 into 5 is 35. Now again we will take this variable to LHS and this number to RHS. That is x minus 7y is equals to minus 35 plus 5. That is x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. And this will be named as equation 2. So now we have got two equations from here. We will solve these equations by using substitution method and we will find out the value of x and y. The x will be the present age of Jacob and the y will be the present age of his son. So now we will solve these equations. So we got two equations from here. Now we will solve these equations. That is, from equation 1 we have x minus 3y is equals to 10. So the value of x will be, this minus 3y will go to the RHS, so it will become plus 3y and it will be named as equation A. Now we will put this value of x in equation 2. Putting this value in equation 2, what will have 10 plus 3y minus 7y is equals to minus 30. This 10 we will take to RHS. Here it will be 3y minus 7y is equals to minus 30 minus 10. So 3 minus 7y will be minus 4i is equals to minus 40. This minus and minus will be cancelled. Y is equals to 40 by 4, that is equals to 10. So we got the value of y. Now we will put this value in equation A and we will find out the value of x also. So putting this value in equation A, what is equation A? X is equals to 10 plus 3y, that is 10 plus 3 into 4, 10 plus 3 into 10, that is 10 plus 30, that is equals to 40. So therefore we can say that present age of Jacob is 40 years. Therefore we can say that present age of Jacob is 40 years and present age of his son is So now we have completed the exercise 3.3 and also we have completed the substitution method to solve the linear equations. Okay, so now we are moving towards the next method to solve the linear equations and to find out the value of the unknown variables. So the next method is called the elimination method. See, if you simply or literally if you go for the word that is elimination, elimination means deleting something or removing something. So what it's the meaning of this method is, while solving the equation, first thing we have to do is to remove one variable from there. Suppose the linear equations are made up of two variables, that is x and y. So our first work will be to remove the x और y from the equation. हमारा पहला काम है x या y को वहां से remove कर देना, so that we get only one variable, linear equation in one variable, and we will find out the value of that variable from this equation. Suppose one example I am giving now. Suppose we have two equations. One is x plus y is equals to 14 and another is x minus y is equals to 4. Suppose we have these two equations. Now our first work is to remove either x or y from these equations. We will name again one equation as 1 and second equation as 2. Now what we will do, see here, the coefficient of y and the coefficient of y is same here, and these are of different signs. So if we will add these equations, so this y and y will be cancelled. Okay, what we can do, adding equation 1 and 2, that is x plus y is equals to 14 and x minus y is equals to 4. Now if we will add these two equations, so this plus y and minus y, it will be cancelled. X plus x is 2x is equals to 14 plus 4 is 18. Now we will take this 2 to that side, that is 18 by 2 equals to 9. So the value of x is 9. This is the simplest method of solving the equations. Okay, this is the simplest one. So the value of x is 9 here. Now you can put this value of x either in first equation or second equation, that is your wish. So putting this value in equation 1, putting this value in equation 1, what we will get? The equation 1 is x plus y is equals to 14. So in place of x we will write 9 plus y is equals to 14. That is y equals to 14 minus 9, that is 5. It means the value of y is 5 here. So this is called the elimination method. What we have to do, we have to eliminate one variable from the equation. As y and y, the coefficients were also same, 1 and 1, and also the signs were different. So that's why what we have done, we have added both the equations. Now if you don't want to remove y from here and you want to remove x from the equation, that depends on you. It is not compulsory that you have to specifically remove the y only from the equations. If you want to remove x from here, now see the symbol of x and x is same. So whenever whichever variable you want to remove and the symbol of both the variables in the equation is same, so at that time instead of adding the equations, you will subtract both the equations. Okay? See, I wanted to remove y from here and both were in opposite sign. So that's why what I have done, adding equation 1 and 2. Now if you want to remove x from here and also in another all the equations, if suppose you want to remove any variable and you are seeing that the sign of the variable in both the equations is same, so at that time instead of adding you will subtract both equations. It is not compulsory that you only have to add the equation. You can either add the equation or you can subtract the equations. Suppose the second method of solving these equations by using elimination is subtracting both equations. Now what we will do, we will remove the variable x from here, as both have the same sign here. So what we will do, subtracting कि हर एक वेरिएबल और हर एक नंबर के साइन आपको चेंज करने पड़ेंगे whenever you are subtracting the equations. When you are adding the equations, that time it is no need to change the sign, but when you are subtracting the equations, so you have to change the sign of down one equation. See here, as x is in plus here, so it will be written in minus. This y is in minus here, so it will be plus. Now this 4 is plus here, so it will be minus. So x minus x, this will be cancelled. Y plus y is 2y is equals to 14 minus 4 is 10. Now we will take 2 to the RHS, so it will be 10 by 2, that is y is equals to 5. Now we will put this value of y in equation 1 or 2 and you will get the value of x also. Putting this value in equation 1, that is x plus y is equals to 14, that is 5 plus y is equals to 14, that is y equals to 14 minus 5, that is y equals to 9. So this is called the elimination method. Whenever we eliminate the variable from the equations, because the equation which we did earlier, that at that time the variables, the coefficient of the variables were same. Now if the coefficient of variables are different, see here the coefficient of x is 1 but here it is 2, the coefficient of y is minus 1 but here it is 3. So at that time what you will do? See, first of all you will see that which variable you want to eliminate from the equation, and it becomes very easy when you eliminate the variable which have opposite signs. ठीक है, उस वेरिएबल को एलिमिनेट करना ज्यादा इजी होता है जिसके साइंस ऑपोजिट होते हैं, बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम वी कैन ओनली ऐड द इक्वेशंस. सो हियर y is negative and y is positive, so it is easy to eliminate this y from here. But if you directly add these equations, then y will not be eliminated. So what you have to keep in your mind that while doing the elimination method, either you are adding the equation or you are subtracting the equation, the coefficient of the variable you want to remove should be same. जब आप इन जिस भी वेरिएबल को आप रिमूव करना चाहते हैं उसके कोफिशिएंट्स हमेशा सेम होने चाहिए. So here for making the variable of y 3 only, what we will do, we will multiply the equation 1 by 3, sorry, multiplying the equation 1 by 3 and then adding equation 2 to it. What we will do, we will multiply this equation by 3 so that the coefficient of y becomes same. So now 3 into x will be 3x minus 3 into y will be 3y is equals to 3 into 3 is 9. Now here 2x plus 3y is equals to 36. Now as we are adding the equation here, so no need to change the sign. This 3y and 3y will be cancelled. 3x plus 2x will be 5x is equals to 45. So x will be equals to 45 by 5, that is 9. So x is equals to 9. Now what we can do, we will put this value of x either in equation 1 or equation 2, and when you will put the value of x, just put in the simple one equation, whatever given in the question, not after multiplying 1. So putting this value in equation 1, equation 1 is x minus y is equals to 3 and x we got 9 minus y is equals to 3 minus y is equals to 3 minus 9 minus y is equals to minus 6. This minus and minus will be cancelled, so the value of y is 6. So this is how we have to do the elimination method. The variable which you want to eliminate from the equation should have the same coefficient. If they don't have the same coefficient, so you have to make it same. ठीक है, अगर कोफिशिएंट सेम नहीं है तो आपको उसे सेम बनाना है उससे उस नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करके. ऐसे हो, I wanted to remove y from the equation and here the coefficient was 3 and here the coefficient was 1. LCM of 1 and 3 is 3 only. So if we multiply this equation by 3, we will get 3y only. That is 3x minus 3. And then you will multiply the equation by the number. So each and every member of that equation should be multiplied. So like here also 3 into x is 3x, minus 3 into y is 3y, and 3 into 3 is 9. Now if you want to remove x from here, so the variable of x is 1 and the variable of x is 2. So what you will do, you will multiply the equation 1 by 2 to make the coefficient of x equal. But in that case you don't have to add the equation, you have to subtract the equation. Okay, I hope you have understood the elimination method. So now we will start the next exercise, that is 3.4. So now the first question of the exercise is solved by elimination method, and the first part is x plus y is equals to 5 and 2x minus 3y is equals to 4. So again we will see that which variable has different signs in the equation. See y, here it is plus and here it is minus. So what we will do, we will eliminate this y from the equation. Now for eliminating y, the coefficients should be same. But here it is 1 and here it is 3. So what we have to do, multiply equation 1 by 3. Multiplying equation 1 by 3. So it will be 3 into x plus y is equals to 5, that is 3x plus 3y is equals to 15. Name it as equation 3. Now adding equation 2 and 3. So equation 2 is 2x minus 3y is equals to 4, and equation 3 is 3x plus 3y is equals to 15. So this 3y and 3y will be cancelled. 3 plus 2 is 5x is equals to 15 plus 4 is 19. So the value of x will be 19 by 5. Now we will put this value in either equation 1 or 2. Putting this value in equation 1, what is the equation 1? That is x plus y is equals to 5. In place of x, we will write 19 by 5 plus y is equals to 5. So y will be equals to 5 minus 19 by 5. Now here, nothing is written in the denominator, so we will write 1. Now taking LCM of 1 and 5 will be 5 only. So 1 into 5 is 5, 5 into 5 is 25 minus 19. That is y is equals to 6 by 5. So the values of x and y are x is equals to 19 by 5 and y is equals to 6 by 5. These are the values of x and y. See now the second and third part of this question that you have to do by yourself. Okay, by using the elimination method you have to find out the values of x and y. I am going for the last part of this question. The last part is x upon 2 plus 2y upon 3 is equals to minus 1, and here x minus y by 3 is equals to 3. So first of all we have to simplify the equation as we were doing in the substitution method 1 questions. First of all we will simplify the equations and we will get one linear equation in 2 variables. Then afterwards we will solve those equations. So here the LCM of 2 and 3 will be 6. So 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into x is 3x, plus 3 into 2 is 6, 2 into 2y is 4y is equals to minus 1. Now cross multiplying it gets 3x plus 4y is equals to minus 6, and we will name this as equation 1. Here nothing is written in the denominator of x, so we will write 1. Now LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. 1 into 3 is 3, so 3 into x is 3x minus y is equals to 3. Now it will go there, so 3x minus y is equals to 9. That is equation 2. Now again we will see that which variable has opposite signs here. See y, again here it is positive and here it is negative. So we will remove y from here. Now again we have to make the coefficient equal. Here the coefficient of y is 4, but here it is 1. So if we will multiply this y by 4, so we will get 4y only. So what we will do? Multiplying equation 2 by 4, that will be 4 into 3x minus y is equals to 9. So 4 into 3 is 12x minus 4y is equals to 36. That is equation 3. So now we will add both the equations. Adding equation 1 and 3, that is 3x plus 4y is equals to minus 6. 12x minus 4y is equals to 36. So this plus 4y and minus 4y will be cancelled. 12 plus 3 is 15x is equals to 36 minus 6 is 30. That is x is equals to 30 by 15. When we will cancel it, we get value of x is equals to 2. So we got the value of x. Now we will put this value in equation 1 and we will get the value of y also. So putting this value in equation 1, equation 1 is 3x plus 4y is equals to minus 6. That is 3 into 2 plus 4y is equals to minus 6. That is 6 plus 4y is equals to minus 6. Now we will take this 6 to RHS. So it will become minus 6 minus 6. That is 4y is equals to minus 12. So y will be equals to minus 3. Because this 4 will go in the denominator here. Therefore, values are x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 3. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood all the questions and thus the elimination method also. Please note down all your questions in your fair notebook very nicely. If you have any doubt or problem, so note down in your notebook so that it can be cleared in your Google Meet classes.